Welcome, everyone, to Swag-TV for the Studio Displays Super Late Model Series presented by ComServe Wireless. Tonight, we have a great show as these talented drivers, some you may recognize, take on the always exciting virtual Weed Sports Speedway. I am your announcer, Atlee, @ManWees, and joining me tonight to call the action is fellow iRacer, Brandon Gagnon. Hey, Brandon, how you doing tonight?
Doing good tonight. Ready for some dirt. How about yourself?
I am excited for some dirt late model. I hear there's a lot of famous names racing in this race tonight, so that should be fun. But Brandon, tell our viewers a little bit about this series and what they should be expecting to see tonight.
Should be expecting a battle at the front. It's been competitive all season so far. I ran a few races myself and enjoyed riding in the back, but you got Blake Majulis, Ryan Underwood, those two guys have been up front, and Drew Hopkins has an opportunity to take the points lead with Nick Cooper not available, and Chris Ferguson, as always, the super late model racer himself, involved.
So right now, this series would not be possible without the help from some sponsors. And the first one we'd like to thank is Studio Displays, as you saw the ad for them. Since 1980, Studio Displays has engineered and fabricated quality exhibits, casework, and displays for museums, corporate interiors, retail environments, universities, sports facilities, airports, public institutions all throughout the U.S. The Studio Displays team has always created out-of-the-box ideas with complex design and superior execution. For more information, visit them at studiodisplays.com. We'd also like to thank ComServe Wireless for all their help and support. ComServe Wireless aims to provide a culture of good for its employees, customers, and throughout the communities in which they serve. ComServe Wireless has 27 Verizon Wireless locations between Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Delaware, but everyone, even if you don't live in those three states, can shop at ComServeWireless.com. ComServe Wireless enhances Verizon's proven reputation as America's most reliable network with their commitment to providing the speed you need. So if you need, or if you enjoy Verizon, you need some internet, then go ahead and check out ComServe Wireless. So we're getting set 2 minutes and 49 till qualifying right now in practice. Ryan Underwood in the 46 is currently leading the board.
Ryan's been quick all season so far. He's definitely been running 1, 2, 3 every single race unless he's got into something or been involved in an accident towards the end.
Yeah, speaking of accidents, I'm excited to see if this is either going to be a caution-free race or a wreck fest. What do you think, Brandon?
These short tracks on dirt are hard to come by. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know if the lines are going to change, because once the track does fill in, it could open up 2 lanes, the bottom and the top, or these guys could be waiting for a slide job at the end, and we know how that goes.
Right, and that's just part of the unpredictableness of dirt track racing. That's what makes it so exciting to watch. Oh, we got cars flipping on their lids here at Weed Sport.
This may be a sign for tonight. Let's hope not, but let's see if these boys can get it together and see how this track comes in.
Right, so many experienced drivers in this field, so hopefully with that it should be a pretty good race. So a little information on Weed Sports Speedway. Weed Sports Speedway, is a 3/8 of a mile. Weed Sport is the flagship track of the Super Dirt Car Series, and while the big block modifieds continue to rule the track, the World of Outlaws, NOS Energy Sprint Car World Championship, and USAC National Sprint Car Championship are among the other national series that also make annual visits to Weed Sport. Combine that with a deep slate of local and regional competitors in all types of vehicles, and no matter when you turn up to the track, chances are you'll get to see some of the best dirt racers in America do their thing, and that same thing goes for tonight.
Takes a lot of talent to be able to get around these short tracks.
Definitely. And we're seeing many great drivers doing very well in practice. We've seen a couple wrecks, but for the most part, these drivers have been wheeling it here as we are getting ready for qualifying to see who will be the pole sitter for tonight. Ryan Underwood, I believe he is going to be the leader in practice when practice is over, so we'll see if he can do the same thing here in qualifying.
There's a big reason I'm in the booth with you, Atlee. I can't do these short tracks.
So, looks like qualifying is coming up here tonight. As it is now beginning. We'll have some drivers on the screen. It's going to be 3 minutes, so not a lot of time. But again, this is a short track, so they'll get laps spit out pretty quickly. You've got Michael Martin in the 55 on the screen right now. Blake Majulis, Dalton Polston, Ty Ellis, all on the track right now. Here's Blake Majulis, famous dirt racer, on the screen right now. We'll see how he performs here in qualifying. He was second in practice.
Had a great turn 1 and 2. Let's see what he does here in 3 and 4. Picks up the front end a little much.
We'll see if that affects him. I think that might be a pretty good lap. And that's going to put him right now in the pole, 15.088. Blake Majulis is starting in the first place for now. We'll see if anybody else can try to overtake him. Dalton Polston with a 15.020 takes.
Blake Majulis turned it on. Atlee, 14.820.
Wow, what a time for Blake Majulis. Again, breaking into the 14s. Aaron Kitchen also doing that with a 14.9. That'll put him in second place. But Blake Majulis putting on a show, 14.8.
Interested to see if Ryan Underwood's waiting to turn his fastest.
Right, he was the leader during practice, so he knows how to get it done here at Weed Sport. And Ryan Underwood is going to go straight to the top, 14.766.
Put the 46 car on the pole.
That was a scorching time for that number 46, and he best that time with a 14.745. So continuing to improve as qualifying goes by. Ryan Underwood, he's going to be the guy to watch here tonight. Got Christopher Ferguson in the 22 on the track right now. We'll see how well he can do.
No matter what lap time he puts down, if you guys haven't yet, make sure you go to shopfergie22.com and get some Fergie swag.
Right, and speaking of Shoppy Fergie, so we got tonight, you will have the chance to win a free Chris Ferguson beanie or t-shirt from shopfergie22.com, and here is how to qualify if you do want that Chris Ferguson beanie or t-shirt. If we get over 50 views on our Swag TV YouTube page, we will do a drawing for his merch, but you do have to do 3 things. First, you have to subscribe to Swag TV YouTube page. Then you have to like the broadcast, and you have to share the live broadcast. Then after that, you will be eligible for a free Chris Ferguson beanie or t-shirt. And who could pass up that offer? I mean,
hey, I've been friends with him since high school, and I don't even get one of those. So make sure you guys go follow the rules, get you some free merch.
But right now, we got the first heat race coming up. Ryan Underwood starting on the pole. Starting second, Blake Majulis. Third, Dalton Polston. Fourth, Ken Byron. Michael Martin in 5th, Ty Ellis in 6th, and Keith Bradley starting 7th. So we got a great-looking field.
Be interesting to see because everybody should make the main. So be interesting to see if these guys lay back at all, if they're aggressive. We don't know what we're about to see here. It's because it's not often that everybody does make the feature.
Right, so they really should capitalize on this opportunity. This might be a little bit more practice for these drivers to get a little bit more of a shakedown on those late models. But next time by, we will see these late models rolling as great choice with that the pace truck. There's 3 different choices that the race coach can choose. You can either the Mustang car, the default, and then the truck.
Atlee, you got to put the truck on dirt. I can't see a Mustang on dirt. I don't know about you, but I can't do it.
I agree. Truck and dirt, just they go very well together.
We're going green. Can't wait for it, Atlee.
Here we go. Pace truck pulls in, and these cars are rolling here at Weed Sport. The 46 gets to an early lead, but Blake Majulis is right on his tail here at Weed Sport. 3rd place is Dalton Polston.
Single file right now, but like we talked about, you're seeing bottom and top lines right now. Early on.
Whoa, those back cars getting way up there towards the wall, while the 46 is staying a little bit lower. So it's interesting to see the different lines that these drivers are running. Of course, this is dirt, so as the race goes by, they'll gradually move up the track. But for now, we're seeing the 46 of Ryan Underwood run that low line, as here comes Blake Majulis in that 127. He's beginning to catch him.
Ryan Underwood's been strong all season, so I wouldn't expect anything different than seeing him out front, but he is getting pressure right now from Blake.
I'm loving the momentum for that 127 car of Blake Majulis, while the rest of the drivers, these two of the 46 of Ryan Underwood and the 127 of Blake Majulis, they've left the others in the dust. This is the cream of the crop right here in this heat race, but caution is out during the heat race.
That had to come from the back.
We will have now the wreck replay here. Let's look and try to find.
That had to come from the back because nobody was near the top 3 by any chance.
Oh, so it looks like we found it right here. So, looks to be that one of Ty Ellis going into that turn.
He locked it up. He tried to set up the car because when you hit the brake and try and set up the rear, if you don't get back on the gas, then you're done. So he turned himself there. Unfortunate.
So that braking right there was very costly for the one of Ty Ellis. Let's look at that replay one more time. Yep, right there. Disappointing for both cars, but at least it's the heat race, so they'll have fresh new cars for the feature, so that's good.
It's the best thing about virtual, Atlee. Can replace it within 5 minutes.
Yeah, that is pretty sweet. It takes a while in real life to fix it, so they've got resets and all this cool stuff on iRacing, but looks like the lights on the pace truck are off, so we will be going green soon.
And we are single file. Does Blake Majulis have anything for the 46 car?
I think he does. Let's see what he can do on this restart. Green flag is back out at Weed Sport and taking an early lead again, Ryan Underwood, but Blake Majulis is not letting him get away with this. He is right on his bumper getting under that number 46. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to make a move with 3 laps to go.
Blake Majulis is getting stronger and stronger as we go on. We'll see what happens.
This did give a chance for anybody else besides these two of Ryan Underwood and Blake Majulis to maybe be in contention for this heat race win. But right now it still is all Ryan Underwood and Blake Majulis. They're front running it.
Blake with the high line. Let's see if he gets a run. Let's see if he gets a run down the straightaway, and he's not going to be able to. It looks like the 46, with no mistake, will win Heat 1. They're both into the wall.
Looks like that will not affect the 46 of Ryan Underwood too much. Here we go as he goes across the start-finish line. Ryan Underwood is your winner, or heat race winner, here at Weed Sport Speedway. Heck of a run for him.
And for those of you at home, a lot of people think, well, if everybody in every heat race is going to make the main event, why fight for a position? When it comes to dirt, you want the best starting position in the feature to be able to set yourself up for a win.
Oh, definitely. And here's the starting position for this next heat race. Drew Hopkins in the number 157. Got Aaron Kitchen in second. Jeremy Kosakek in the number 99 in third. Christopher Ferguson in fourth. And Tyler Wicks starting in the 5th position.
These outside lines are at a disadvantage right out the gate, but let's see what happens here off the start and who gets the jump.
Right, they got to wait for the race to come to them, let the cars drift up there a little bit. We saw them at the end move up there a little bit, tapping that wall. And Blake Majulis tried to get a run on the high side. We'll see if anybody tries to use it right now.
Let's not forget, Drew Hopkins is going to do whatever he can to win this heat race, because if he does have a good finish, he will be able to take over first place in the points in the Studio Displays Super Late Model Series.
So, Brandon, I have a question. What can you tell us here about the setups that these guys are running?
They're running Ryko setups. Ryko Setup Shop. Guys, if you haven't tried them yet, please do. If you want to be competitive in an open series, you can't go wrong with them. I've raced them for about 3 months now. I've seen a huge difference, and it just feels good to be competitive. And if you want to be competitive, you got to have you a Ryko Setup Shop.
So that is some good information to see what these drivers are running right here. As we are getting set for this race, Drew Hopkins starting on the pole, but starting outside of him is Aaron Kitchen in that number 17. We'll see if he can put up a fight and try to get that heat race win. Here we go. Pace truck pulls in, and we're green flag racing here at Weed Sport once again. The 157 of Drew Hopkins takes the lead. The 99 is coming strong for second place, but looks like the 17 of Aaron Kitchen is going to clear him. So now Aaron Kitchen is going to try to get up there to first and try to catch up to Drew Hopkins.
They're single file, but we got a battle for third place right now. Chris Ferguson on the low line.
And I think he might clear him. Chris Ferguson is going to clear him for third. What a pass in that number.
Slide job.
There we go. 22 with the slide job. Christopher Ferguson. Oh.
Any caution? We might stay green here. We had a spin in the back, but we're going to stay green. Sorry, Atlee.
Good to see that he got out of the way so these late models can continue doing their thing. But right now, one driver who's in a world of his own, Drew Hopkins, currently has a 1-second lead over Aaron Kitchen.
Fergie's trying to make some moves. I know it's hard not to take your eye off the leader, but Drew Hopkins is walking away for it. He knows tonight he has a huge advantage to take over the points lead and have a chance at this purse for the championship.
And this is just a little bit of practice for him right now, so he can continue to dominate this super late model series, and with Cooper missing this race, it'll definitely help Drew Hopkins take that points lead. Let's take a look at this battle going on in second. Christopher Ferguson in the number 22 is...
He's wheeling. He's wheeling, Atlee. We'll see if he can make a move. We got 2 to go coming up.
Yep. I think if he continues to do what he's doing, oh, they're side by side bumping, and Chris Ferguson is going to take, but we got a caution. Caution is out.
Let's see what they give him. We'll see when the caution came out, if it puts him in P2 or P3, but I think it's going to put him in P2. I haven't had the opportunity to yell slide job twice, and it just happened again. Slide job!
So here is the replay. Let's watch the 6 of Tyler Wicks. That rhymed there, not on purpose. We'll see what happens, and he gets up into the wall. That lifts the nose of the late model up into the air, and he starts to ride the wall like in the movies. He goes back down. Wow.
He might have been trying to get an advantage on everybody else and just cleaning the dirt off from underneath the car to get a little more aero. We'll see what happens, Atlee.
And that definitely hurt that 6 car. Again, here's another view from up in the air. Again, that nose slides up and starts to ride the wall. You don't see that every day.
So I got to ask you, Atlee, do you see Chris putting anything on Drew, or do you see him just relaxing? Oh, he did not make the pass, so he'll be restarting P3.
Oh, I think Chris is going to do the same thing that he's done all race, continue to wheel the thing. And I think if he can make it by Aaron Kitchen with enough left, he'll definitely try to get up to Drew Hopkins. I'm not sure if he can, but I mean, it's Chris Ferguson, so he might be able to.
It's Fergie time, but at this point, does Aaron hold the bottom line to force Chris to go high and not be able to gain that position? We'll see what he decides to do here. Lights are off.
I think we might see the 17 do that. Looks like we have some damage on the 22 from making a bumpy pass on the 99, so we'll see if that affects him. But here we go. Pace Truck is in, and we're back green here at Wheat Sport, the 157. Here comes the 22 of Christopher Ferguson trying to make the pass on Aaron Kitchens. He's waited so long for this moment, and he's got 1 lap to do it. Every position counts.
Oh, we got contact.
That affected him. He goes under him, and he clears him. Here comes the 99 on the bottom as well, and the 22 is going to take second. 17 is going to take third.
You know what they say about those moves? It's Fergie time. I don't know how that's going to affect anybody in the feature, if there'll be any payback, but if you guys are watching, this is going to be really interesting to see what we got.
So while we are getting ready for the feature, we are going to currently take a short break to thank our sponsors. So here we go.
What we can do, it's like a newborn puppy. Like, I want to show you how cute we are. Come see us. Come see what we can do. You'll be amazed. My name is Kim Connolly-Wilner. I worked for Studio for almost 4 years. I project engineer, creative direction, graphic designer. Outside of Studio, I like to paint, knit, crochet. My favorite thing about working for Studio is the ability to be around like-minded people, and the work is cool. When I was first told about Studio, is the wood shop, the metal shop, and how they can take nothing and build it. That's what I've been around my whole life, so to have the opportunity to actually work here is pretty amazing. When I came onto Studio, Tom was sort of this unicorn. So you'd hear his voice, you'd catch a glimpse of him, you just naturally wanted to be around him. This big smile. I loved to go into his office and kind of poke at him, see what he was working on, have him talk to me about past projects. I wanted to learn what he knew. This is his legacy, everything. You feel him every day. When you sit down and you're starting a new project, it really is something in the back of your mind, like, would Tom like this? Would he think this is cool? You know, he was kind of a mentor to a lot of people, so you don't want to disappoint even though he's not around us anymore.
Welcome back to the broadcast for some more super late model action here in Weed Sport, New York at Weed Sport Speedway for the super late model dirt series, studio displays, ComServe wireless, as we are now getting set for the feature here at Weed Sport. We had two awesome heat races, great action, and hopefully that transitions over here to the race tonight.
As they always say, asphalt's for getting there, dirt's for racing.
I like that saying, and hopefully these drivers see a lot of wheeling it here. As we have our grid for tonight, the starting order, got Ryan Underwood starting in the first position, Drew Hopkins starting second, Blake Majulis starting third, and starting fourth, it is Christopher Ferguson in the 22. Starting fifth is the 5 of Dalton Polston, and starting sixth is the 17 of Aaron Kitchen. Starting seventh is the 55 of Michael Martin, and starting eighth is the 99 of Jeremy Kosakek. Starting ninth is the 10 of Ken Byron, and starting 10th is the 6 of Tyler Wicks. 11th is the 1 of Ty Ellis, and if he grids, Keith Bradley is starting 13th.
It's going to be interesting, Natalie. What are you looking to see here?
I'm looking to see a lot of aggressive racing. I'm going to be excited to watch Christopher Ferguson try to make his way up through the field from 4th.
You got Chris in 4th. My eyes are on Drew Hopkins right now. Again, he knows how important it is to get as much points as he needs with Nick Cooper not being able to make tonight's race. Can he take over the points lead?
That's going to be the storyline as we have one more lap before green flag racing begins. Ryan Underwood, Drew Hopkins, Blake Majulis, Chris Ferguson, Dalton Polston. Who is going to win tonight's race, or will it be someone else that I did not name? Anything can happen here on dirt, especially at a track like Weed Sport.
Everybody at home, everybody in the race cars, tighten them seat belts one more time. We're about to go green for this feature at Weed Sport.
And here we go. Waiting for that pace truck to pull in. And boogity, 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 we're going here. Dirt track racing at Weed Sport. The 46 of Ryan Underwood takes an early lead.
Drew Hopkins. Drew Hopkins hit turn 1 wall. Turned around. Caution's out.
Ooh, that is not what Drew Hopkins wanted to see. And we'll get a replay of this wreck right here.
Atlee, I think he overdrove the corner. We'll see here in just a second with a nice slow-mo replay by ComServe Wireless in studio. There's contact.
Ooh. Right into the turn 1 wall. That collected a few others as well. Here's the replay one more time from the chopper cam.
You're going to see contact from the inside. Going right into turn 1 here. There it is.
So
that's unfortunate for Drew Hopkins.
So that looks to be some contact with Blake Majulis right into the wall. 99 slides right into it. The 6 car gets into the wall. So that is not what Drew Hopkins wanted to see here at Weed Sport. We were talking about how since Nick Cooper's out, he was going to take the points lead, but looks like after that wreck, he's going to have to work his way back up to the field. He pulls onto pit road to fix a lot of that damage that he ended up getting. As he's now going to pull out of pit road after getting all that damage fixed, but oh, he hits the wall exiting.
That's not what he needed. He just needed a strong finish with Nick Cooper not being available. So glad we can't hear that live chat right now, because I bet there'd be some censored language going on.
You have a lot of disappointing drivers, but still, there's a lot of racing left.
You called it. Your boy Chris Ferguson, now P3. Let's see what happens. Or actually, yeah, P3.
So we got Ryan Underwood, Blake Majulis starting it again. Chris Ferguson, let's see what he can do. Also got the 00 of Dalton Polston up there as well. As pace truck is in, and we're back green here at Weed Sport. And here we go. We got the in-car view of Ryan Underwood as he was wheeling that thing on the start. But here comes Blake Majulis on the bottom. He's getting up there towards Ryan, and he makes contact.
Contact, and they keep it going. Still 2x2 going into 1, coming out of 2. Underwood's going to have the run on the outside, but Majulis is holding his own on the inside.
What a pass from Majulis, but crossover. The 46 of Ryan Underwood is trying to get first back, but the 127 clears him. Here comes Chris Ferguson in the 22, trying to take second from Ryan Underwood.
Ferguson is loving watching these two battle. If he can make a clean pass on Ryan, he'd be looking pretty and sitting. Oh, there it is. Clean pass. Let's go.
Chris Ferguson is now into second place as he's going to now try to track down Blake Majulis. As here comes the 46 trying to get that second place back. I'm not sure if he can. Here's the cockpit cam. Here's what it looks like for him on a simulator. But the 6 car.
Oh, the 6 car wrecks. And he almost took out our leader, but it's all right. He was able to back up, and there, caution's out.
So caution is out. That is disappointing to see. Let's get a look at this accident here. All right, here we go. So Tyler Wicks was about to get lapped. He was having some car troubles. I believe he was involved in that previous wreck involving Drew Hopkins. But in this turn right here, he gets too far up. Bam, right into the wall. And he ends up going into the path of Blake Majulis.
That could have been a lot worse, but he did the right thing. As soon as he got sideways, he exited, not to affect anybody's race.
Oh, right. It could have been tremendously worse than it actually was. A lot more drivers could have been involved in the wreck, but here's a chopper cam view of the wreck. Again, nowhere to go for Blake Majulis. The 66 moved down. Bam, right into that right rear quarter panel. And luckily, Ryan Underwood and Chris Ferguson go right by him without contact.
Chris Ferguson's advantage here is they're going to go single file on the restart, I believe. Nope, they're going double wide. I thought Chris Ferguson was going to have the advantage being single file because that outside line's been hard to maintain the momentum going to green. But we'll see if he has anything for Blake.
Again, it's Chris Ferguson, so he has that real-life racing experience, so we'll see if he can do something with that number 22 as we are about to go green for the third time tonight. As Pace Truck is in, and we're back green here at Weed Sport. 127 is going to clear as the 46 of Ryan Underwood is trying to take second place back. And I believe he's cleared.
That outside line is not where you want to be on a restart, and we'll see how what happens later in the race when we come down to possibly a green-white checker, because you don't want to be on the outside right now.
Yeah, this restart definitely hurt that number 22. Looks like we had a car in the wall back there. Luckily, the caution.
17 spinning, big wreck in turn 3, and look who is up to 4th place right now, Atlee.
Drew
Take a
Hopkins.
look at who that is. Drew Hopkins has come out of the pits and moved all the way up to 4th place.
So here is your replay right here. We got the 17 going into turns 3 and 4. Might have gotten a little bit too low. We got contact from, I believe that was the 157. Then the one car flips him onto his side and into the infield. Let's take a look at that one more time. So the 157 is running that high line. He gets low, tags the wall. That moves him up into the double zeros way. And then the one car makes a little ramp for the 17 car, and he flips onto his lid.
Anybody behind him at that point is a sitting duck, because on dirt, unlike asphalt, you can't lock them up and get away. Once you lock them up on dirt, you're sliding on ice.
But again, the 157 of Drew Hopkins is going to be starting in 4th as we are about to restart again here at Weed Sport. They group together. Pace Truck is in, and we are back green here at Weed Sport 4. Restart number 4. The 127 of Blake Majulis takes an early lead. We got the 46 of Ryan Underwood trying to take the first position back. He almost gets to his rear quarter panel.
Fergie is licking his chops right now, hoping that these two front guys get into a battle, because it's getting nippy right now.
Right, we're almost halfway through this race. Not a lot of time left for these dirt late model drivers to make a move. Got Ferguson beginning to catch up to these leaders who are battling. If they continue to battle, this will be great for Ferguson to get back up there. They will have lap traffic. Aaron Kitchen coming up right here. Last time we had lap traffic, that the caution ended up coming out, so hopefully Aaron Kitchen, these drivers can make a clean pass by him. But right now, Blake Majulis has the lead. He's got 3 wins so far this season.
I don't think the lap car is going to give up as easy as we would expect, just to try and stay on the lead lap with only a few laps remaining in this race.
Right, because even if he finishes 9th in points, he's still going to get a decent amount of points to keep him going throughout this season. So they begin to catch him. Maybe the 17 might hold these drivers up, and Chris Ferguson might be able to catch up to the 127 and 46. Right now, the leaders are 1 second ahead of Christopher Ferguson right now.
Yeah, and Ryan Underwood, I feel he's trying to set him up. I really do, because he's been in contention for the win every single week so far.
Right now he's looking at the 127 of Blake Majulis, looking at his tendencies, looking to see what he does in the turns, and he's setting up that pass. And I feel like eventually in the next couple of laps we'll see the 46 car try to make a move. So the 127, he's going to try to make a pass on that 17 in the turns. And he's going to clear him. Now Ryan Underwood is going to try to make a pass. And, the 17 car.
17's on the wall.
I'm not sure
He
if...
keeps it going. No caution. We're still green.
All right, so that's what these front runners wanted to see here. Blake Majulis and Ryan Underwood. No caution comes out as we stay green here at Weed Sport. Ryan Underwood, after that lap traffic went by, he's starting to catch back up to Blake Majulis, wheeling it in that turn.
He's getting off the corners a lot better than Blake, but Blake's a lot better on entry, so we'll see what we got here.
Still trying to set up that pass, but not a lot of time left. Only 10 laps to go this time by. So Ryan Underwood is going to need to do something if he wants to win this race here at Weed Sport. Here is the cockpit cam. Look, he is wheeling that thing in turns 3 and 4. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, he wants it. You can tell he really wants this win.
Both of those guys are just putting the nose right on that inside wall and dragging it off and getting a good run off the corner. Atlee, no opportunity at a slide job when these two guys are holding the bottom line like this.
Right, we'll see if Ryan Underwood has anything for Blake Majulis with only a couple laps left. These two have been battling with it all throughout this race. But who's going to finish on top? That's going to be a question for these drivers to answer here at Weed Sport.
Blake just got a good run off of that corner and opens the gap about 2 car lengths. But here comes Ryan again, closing it back up to a car length.
Right now, it's only these two. The next car, Christopher Ferguson, is 3 seconds away. So the spotlight is on Blake Majulis and Ryan Underwood to see what they can do. This time by 5 laps to go. What can they do? It's so crazy how they stick their nose all the way to that inside safer barrier.
They're rubbing that wall, just like you're taught as a kid. Don't put your finger in the ice cream. They're touching it, just barely touching it. But again, Blake gets a good run off the corner. It's going to be hard for Ryan to be able to catch him.
4 to go. Can Ryan Underwood? He got a great. He's caught up there in the entry. He's getting a little bit better on entries, but Blake Majulis now is getting good runs on exit as they're catching up to lap traffic with 2 to go.
And Atlee, we both know catching them was one thing, passing them is another.
Right, just having them in your front peripheral vision, you're like, oh, this is going to be easy, but with 1 lap to go, I don't know if they'll be able to catch them. White flag is in the air, presented by Studio Displays. And can Blake Majulis wrap it up here at Weed Sport? Going into turns 3 and 4. Uh-oh, can lap traffic be a problem?
Blake Majulis pulls it off. Ryan Underwood's second.
What a run for Blake Majulis in that 127 machine. Putting that pedal to the metal, dominating this race here at Weed Sport. What a win for the 157 of Blake Majulis. But with respect, also Ryan Underwood had a great race. As we have fireworks, I think.
That's just a love tap. That's all that is.
Yeah, Ryan Underwood went to give the 127 a little love tap as we have the Polish victory lap, popularized by Alan Kulwicki. He's celebrating that victory here at Wheat Sport. He's got fireworks and everything, celebrating that win, as we'll have the results.
That was a great race. We thought lap traffic was going to be a concern there at the end, but they weren't able to get to them. It would have been interesting if we had 3 or 4 more laps, what those lap cars would have done and how they would have affected the finish.
But representing Club New York in the number 127, Blake Majulis is your winner here at Wheat Sport. Second was the 46 of Ryan Underwood. Third, the 22 of Chris Ferguson. Fourth, the 5 of Dalton Polston. Finishing fifth was the 157 of Drew Hopkins. Sixth was the 1 of Ty Ellis. Seventh, the 55 of Michael Martin. Finishing eighth was the 99 of Jeremy Kosakek. Ninth was the 17 of Aaron Kitchen. And rounding out your top 10 was the 6 of Tyler Wicks.
Hope you guys enjoyed at home. Weed Sports put on a great event, and that was an awesome battle to watch, not only in the heat races, but also in the feature.
But again, thank you guys for watching this race here at Wheat Sport. One more time, shout outs to the sponsors, Studio Displays. Visit them at studiodisplays.com. And also, everyone can shop at comservewireless.com. You can get America's most reliable network at, again, comservewireless.com. And also, if this video gets 50 views on Swag-TV, then you have the chance to win a free Chris Ferguson beanie or t-shirt. I'll talk about one more time how you can enter into this amazing contest. All you have to do is subscribe to the Swag TV YouTube page. Why not? Then you got to like the broadcast. It's free. And then share the live broadcast because it really helps support the channel. And you will be eligible for a free Chris Ferguson beanie or t-shirt.
Also, we're trying to get the top 3 guys right now into an interview. So as soon as we come back, guys, we'll see if we can interview the top 3 finishers.
So here we're going to the break, and we'll see you guys after that is done.
What we can do, it's like a newborn puppy. Like, I want to show you how cute we are. Come see us. Come see what we can do. You'll be amazed. My name is Kim Connolly-Wilner. I worked for Studio for almost 4 years. I project engineer, creative direction, graphic designer. Outside of Studio, I like to paint, knit, crochet. My favorite thing about working for Studio is the ability to be around like-minded people, and the work is cool. When I was first told about Studio, is the wood shop, the metal shop, and how they can take nothing and build it. That's what I've been around my whole life, so to have the opportunity to actually work here is pretty amazing. When I came onto Studio, Tom was sort of this unicorn. So you'd hear his voice, you'd catch a glimpse of him, you just naturally wanted to be around him. This big smile. I loved to go into his office and kind of poke at him, see what he was working on, have him talk to me about past projects. I wanted to learn what he knew. This is his legacy, everything. You feel him every day. When you sit down and you're starting a new project, it really is something in the back of your mind, like, would Tom like this? Would he think this is cool? You know, he was kind of a mentor to a lot of people, so you don't want to disappoint even though he's not around us anymore.
Welcome back to Swag TV as we're getting set for the driver interviews. We're going to be interviewing the top 3, Christopher Ferguson, Ryan Underwood, and Blake Majulis. And starting off, Brandon will be interviewing Christopher Ferguson.
What's up, Billy?
Chris, how do you feel tonight? What a run by you, bud.
I was pretty pumped about it. I'm not gonna lie.
That low line looked good for you. Unfortunately, you got stuck on the outside on a couple restarts. What were you trying to do when you got stuck on the outside on those?
Like the one time I actually I pushed a little bit, but I tried to clear myself low, and I knew there was some good guys behind us, so I knew the bottom was gonna be dominant, but it was gonna be pretty important to be down there.
Did it seem like there was any opportunity at the top line throughout the entire race, or just having to keep it low the whole time?
Yeah, I think the bottom line was just preferred tonight. It wasn't enough up top. There wasn't enough of a cushion or enough moisture. It was just dried off up there, so you had to just chase that moisture around the bottom.
The good news for you, bud, I had a couple guys miss the race tonight, so it looks like you might be sitting top 3 for the final championship points. How do you feel about that?
I'm pretty pumped about it. You know, I would have liked to had a good finish there at Knoxville last week, but unfortunately, just didn't have things go our way, and I got disqualified because I decided to get somebody back instead of waiting for the next race. I just got them back in the same night, so excited to be back up there.
All good, bud. Well, as always, at the end of this, go ahead and thank your sponsors, man. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for putting this on. Studio Displays, Swag, Ryko, everything that's involved in this. Definitely want to give a shout out to Ryan Underwood and Blake Majulis. Those guys, along with a select few other ones, are part of the ShotFergie22.com esports team. So they don't always see eye to eye, but they're both great competitors. So definitely want to get up there and race with them one day, but I got to put in my time first.
No worries, Chris. Well, the good news is for all the people watching, we got over 50 viewers, so somebody's going home in some Fergie gear, ShotFergie22.com.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about that, man. I appreciate all the fans that tuned in. You know, hopefully they come back and watch again next week, but appreciate all of them, you know, supporting the merch, and then glad that we could do a giveaway for them, and appreciate them tuning in.
Thanks, Chris. As always, good race, bud.
Thank y'all.
So next up, are going to be getting Ryan Underwood, who finished second into the booth. Hey, Ryan, that battle up front was nuts there. What was going through your head as you tried to hunt down Blake Majulis there coming to that final stretch?
Really hoping we could have a little bit more longer races there, but if I probably would have 5 more laps, I think we could have really had a good race up there. It was follow the leader on the bottom, so ain't much I could really do there.
So you were getting there. You were only 3/10 off him at the finish. Did you find yourself catching up to him at the end, or was it a lost cause at the end?
Me and Blake are one of the top guys at Weedsport, and we know our way around the racetrack. So when you put 2 good competitors up against each other at the same racetrack, it's not really just who's faster, it's who doesn't mess up.
Right, both of y'all were running almost perfect runs, but looks like since a lot of drivers missed tonight's race, a lot of front runners, do you find yourself getting up there in points? Are you happy about that?
Oh yeah, after a few bad runs earlier in the season, I'm really happy to bounce back with a podium.
Well, congratulations, man. You want to take this time to thank your sponsors? Go ahead.
Congrats to Blake for the win. ShopFergie22.com, everything that Chris does for him and his drivers. Team VLR, 30 Grass Soul, C High Performance, Tac 3 Defense, and everybody that helps me play this game.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic second place performance. Overall, great run, and hopefully we'll see you in some more races. And last but not least, we're going to do the winning interview. Blake Majulis. Brandon, you got the interview.
Blake the Man Julius, third win of the season. How did you get it done tonight?
Yeah, it was a pretty good run there right from the start. Ryan was he made a mistake there in 3 and 4, and we were able to tuck under him and never looked back from there. So kind of just a fortunate deal there early in the race, and was able to capitalize on his mistake. And luckily we didn't make any throughout the rest. I think he was just as fast on this fixed setup. It's hard to pull away with these fixed setups, but you know, it makes it interesting, and he was right there for sure.
Were you looking in your mirror? I know a lot of dirt drivers say once they get out front, they don't even look in the mirror. Were you looking in the mirror to see where Ryan was, or were you just focused on the line?
Oh yeah, I look back maybe a couple of times, but I don't really use the mirror much in the game at all, really. A lot of people use it and block the line that the guy behind them's running, but I try to stay away from the mirror. But the bottom was just so dominant tonight, there was really no need to even look in the mirror because you kind of knew where you were going to have to run. You know, if he was better, he was going to get by, but I don't think that was the case. We were both pretty good, just hard to make any moves.
Well, you definitely focused on that bottom line, and I feel that you rubbed. If we took a look at your car right now, I don't think you'd have any paint, sponsors, anything on that left front.
For sure, yeah, I know. One of the biggest things about Weed Sport is getting as close as you can to that wall, and fortunately, Weed Sports might be one of my, or might be my best track, and I'm usually pretty good at judging that, so pretty thankful I didn't get into that. That's for sure.
Well, congratulations on the win, bud. You definitely left your mark at Weed Sports, literally on the wall. But go ahead and thank your sponsors, man.
Of course, so I just got to thank everyone at D1RT Racing and everybody over there. We got a good team going, and you know, a lot of good runs going here as of late. A lot of success, so it's always good to see us up front. Sim Seats, Matt Logan at ML Performance, he does a lot for me. We can't thank him enough. Folds Graphics, Ultimate Dirt TV, and Steve and everybody over there, they do a lot for me as well. You guys for broadcasting, Bighorn Taxidermy, shopfergie22.com. Chris over there, go check his website out. Good stuff over there. And everybody that watched, thank you.
Appreciate it, Blake. You guys heard it from the third win of the season for Blake Majulis. Congratulations at Weed Sports, and we'll see if you can carry the momentum into next week. Thanks, bud.
Thank you guys.
Wow, what a great race here at Weed Sports Speedway. Thank you for watching Swag TV for the Studio Displays Super Late Model Series presented by ComServe Wireless. Make sure one more time to like, follow, and subscribe, and turn on notifications for Swag TV on YouTube. It really supports us a lot. And make sure to share to enter into to get some Chris Ferguson merch. That's it from me. Make sure to continue to stay put and look for some more broadcasts for Swag TV, and hopefully we will see you there. Over and out.
Pleasure being with you, Atlee. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for joining. See you next week.